watch this as we talk. I
Cool.
think.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I was just bringing it up as like just a thought. Like we gotta go through the options there, but I'm
And
cool
I'm
with
sure,
it.
and I'm sure it will change. Oh my good
Please,
God! What is
stranger,
that?
help me kill this thing.
That is amazing received. I'm actually going to, if we're going to. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Just die
We're
already.
me and Jay are still playing Horizon Forbidden West because we're fucking hopelessly addicted to it.
Addicted.
Addicted but we wanted to talk to the news about with you. We wanted to talk about the news with you guys today.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
A lot of stuff
a lot of news,
dropping. A lot
a
of
lot of
news.
stuff.
A lot of
Been
juicy
so
stuff. And
busy.
this game is just so hard to put down.
Yeah,
So,
so we want to just share in our pain. I die so much at this game. I die so much as a crime. All
it's
right.
true. Ugh. So Zed is playing on hard difficulty, so that's why, and I'm just running through normal. So
Yeah, but you're
anytime I
probably
want to
having so
complain
much
about
more
dying,
fun than I am.
I feel like such a noob though.
Yeah, but you probably are having so much more fun than
It
me.
is. I like the flow.
Yeah,
For sure.
mine is just slow. I die a lot. I think about my life a lot.
So I guess if you're watching the streams, though, the only thing is there are spoiler warrant alerts for this because you're gonna be watching us play through some missions here while we discuss things. Don't want to get some Horizon stuff ruined or whatever, or you just want to watch it play along, join us,
Yeah, I mean, you
or
can just
hold
listen to our
off.
spirited discussion. I mean,
It
I'm
just,
sure.
yeah, yeah. We'll make two videos. One of them just is blacked out video.
Alright, let's see if I
God,
can...
still loving this game, that's for sure.
Yeah, right? Okay, so okay, let's order in the court, Where are we starting today? Do you want to start with the PSVR? They
Yeah,
finally, they
PSVR2.
finally, yeah, are showing pictures of what they say it's gonna look like. So, who knows? Who knows?
This is
Is is that final word? I
yeah,
believe that's
yeah,
final
that's
word,
it.
right?
Like that is it. Like that's the drop. Um, that's the look. That's the new look. To me, so much has been upgraded and changed from the first one. That first one was like a test or something. Now this is the real one. But
I
because
have the first one.
yeah,
So.
me too, and it
Oh,
bothered my
really?
head sometimes. Yeah, yeah, the fit, it was a bit too tight sometimes, and too many cords going on and stuff. But I loved it. It's a positive feel about it. I'm just mentioning the things that they made look better. It looks like they fixed and they really paid attention to with this
I
new
need
one.
You've got to help my friend.
Wait. Slow down and explain.
I think
Tay and I
that
were heading south with supplies from Saltbite when machines attacked.
I gotta skip this. I think that I had it, and it's the long cord was a problem. I mean, I'm sure all those things are gonna get fixed. It was really the games, man. Like there was nothing that like what's the game Until You Fall, I think is the game I recently played on my VR that I was the reason I picked up my PlayStation VR was for Star Wars Rogue or whatever the Star Wars
Rogue One or something, yeah,
yeah,
or
the
Rogue,
fighter
whatever it
pilot
was.
game, yeah. And I
Squadron, yeah.
and it was pretty trippy, but after I played a couple runs on that, I was like, like I don't know,
It lost its
unless they
appeal
have,
quickly, I guess,
yeah, it
for you.
lost its appeal really quickly. And all of the shooter games, um, the Doom VR and stuff, I spent a bunch of money. Like when I got it, I was like super excited, right? And I was like, oh
Hmm.
yeah, and so I bought a bunch of games, and I don't think I got as much out of it as I think. Like I brought it over
As you
to a
were
friend's
expecting,
house.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like the problem with the PlayStation is the VR. Like I mean, I guess the idea of me sitting in my house alone, or I mean, I guess me sitting in my house with my girlfriend, sitting beside me with a VR unit on my head, just like slouched over, like drooling, just gives me like horrific like nightmares. You know what I mean? Like So like I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
like other than a few party tricks, like if you want to invest in something that's, you know, maybe $500, $600.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It looks cool, but like I don't know. I mean, I guess it is if you just have it. I mean, I am probably gonna check it out, right? Considering that it's if it comes out early enough in the PlayStation life cycle, I might pick it up. But man, if they wait too long, you know what I mean? The PS5's already been out a year. Like if they wait as long as they did with the PS4 before they kind of, you know what I mean, and integrated
Hmm.
it so like awkwardly, I don't know if it's gonna be worth getting a PS5 the PSVR2.
VR2. Yeah. Yeah, no, I
But who
get what you
knows?
mean. So they are. There's rumor that it's this fall.
Oh really?
And yeah, yeah, and I get what you mean about the first one. There was only a couple games. My favorite and the best thing that it did was Resident Evil 7. That was fun experiencing, quite the experience in the VR. I couldn't do the whole game, like I had to switch back and forth from controller and PS4 after each like maybe an hour or two, and then I jump
Oh
back.
really?
Yeah,
So how
just
was
because
the
of the
movement in that
uncomfortableness.
game? Was
It
it?
was really good, dude. Like
This'll
I
keep.
was very impressed, very
Yeah.
impressed with that. Yeah. So definitely something that blew my mind. But I understand with the other game, like there wasn't a lot. There was that, but other than that, I could probably look at a list and be like, oh yeah, I enjoyed that too, but I just don't recall right now. But
Yeah, right. And to have something,
mhm,
I don't know, to have something cost me $500, $600 or whatever, and to not be able to really,
agree.
be
No,
like,
I'm with you.
yeah, I like to be like, oh well, I mean, the problem is that the difference between like the Oculus and those kind of VR things is you don't need to have a $700 machine, $7 seven
To
hundred
play
dollars
it with.
Canadian to play with. Yeah, right. And that's
Hmm.
the problem with the PlayStation thing. Like, I mean, I like if they make it, like it's weird because the system isn't dedicated to VR, so it is kind of like an afterthought. But it also, I
But
mean, it
who
would be
knows what they're
cool.
planning, right? Like
Yeah, like they're
I
planning it, but they're
understand what
not
you mean, but
really planning it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know a lot of studios that are like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw in AAA money into a VR game, and maybe that's what it needs. Maybe it needs just like a friggin' banger like
hmm,
AAA game to have a VR like like a
yeah,
bit like add-on. I don't know, or like
yeah.
I don't know. I think
After
that'd be cool.
seeing after seeing what VR did with Half-Life Alyx, um, the sky's the limit. Did you play that or did you?
I have not. I have not. So that was the game that was supposed to.
It's
I
not
probably
PSVR, but it is.
no. It's on Steam, and it's supposed to be the
Yeah,
game that just like knocks it out of the park.
but it
Like,
does.
yeah.
It's beautiful. It's amazing. The movement looks great. It
Very
seems like, oh
towards
my
the
God, they
center of
finally
the
got it right. And I think that to me is a lot of hope for a lot of studios that looked at it going forward. Like maybe
Bracelet.
like they'll put a little more
Is this
into it.
ours?
I do
It's
think
an old soldier.
with this, like I said, that first one, and and I think you agree, like this test, they didn't really have a lot of product behind it, besides this high price tag for something we thought was going to be better. But there was so much I didn't like about it, such as still having to use those Move controllers, the ton of cords, the comfortableness, and all of that seems to be gone from this one, and they really worked on. And I love those looking at those controllers, and even looking at the specs when you compare it to the other headsets in VR, it really holds up and kind of takes over. So
No.
to me, it's interesting. At least they'll be able to compete highly against all those other ones if they have the right games behind it. That's what it takes, like you
It
said.
looks like the
It has
Tenarchs
to
tried
have
to
the right
salvage some
backing,
supplies after
AAA
getting
backing,
attacked.
and blow my mind. And it seems like Half-Life Alyx was that one thing. Hopefully, PlayStation takes some cues from that and doesn't.
Think they can get it ported over? Do you think they'd ever?
I don't know about that one, but I hope they use that same idea and quality for something else. Did you see the Horizons? Coincidentally, they showed that there's a Horizons kind of thing coming for it,
Oh
for the headset.
really?
Yes,
Oh
it's called
really?
Horizon something Mountain, and it looks really cool. They showed a bit of it when they announced the PSVR 2 a couple months ago or last year.
Oh, Horizon Worlds.
It's Horizon something. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
it's Horizon Worlds.
There you go.
I don't think it has
So
anything to do with Horizon.
no, it's more of just, hey,
Yeah,
this is.
it's
I
like
think it's gonna be like, hey, look what this can do.
it kind of
And I
looks like
think
a me
Horizon's.
thing, or
Mm,
like they look like The Sims kind of. I'm looking at it right now. It's like they look like kind of like The Sims.
they like. What do you mean? Who
I think is Horizon's not New World making Horizon Worlds or Horizon.
Oh no, that's not it. That's the wrong one. That's a free
What?
thing that they. That's the wrong one.
Um,
Okay. I'll get the name here for you in a second. Yeah, that's
yeah, I
not
got
the
it.
one. That's something
Really?
completely different.
Oh my god, so dumb.
Call of the Mountain. So
Oh,
yeah, look at that. That's what
called the
they have a video.
mountain.
Mm-hmm. Call of the Mountain. So yeah, that works out perfectly to talk about that today
There
because
you go.
that's yeah. So who knows? That could be something really cool they done.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they'll win me over. Maybe I'll just want to be stuck in a virtual world. Maybe they'll get me in there. But yeah, I mean, if it's fun, you know, I like. It's so funny because VR and the move stuff like seems to me like in a similar kind of world. You know what I mean? When everybody was like, "Oh yeah, like move, like all the stand up gaming and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know if it'll same kind of just peter out the
Catch
same
on
way
and
that did,
take
or
off.
yeah,
There's still a lot of love. I know what you mean. Even from me to just have a controller in my hand and stare at the actual TV is
yeah,
amazing. Like I'm not tired of that. So I get what you mean.
yeah.
I kind of want my gaming to be relaxing and not as intense as in like a headset. I can stand up and have clear view around me. Kind of thing.
I know
So
that's weird, eh? Like a lot of us don't
yeah.
have, the room.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us
That
live
too.
in
Yeah.
major cities, right? And we don't
Mm-hmm.
have the room to like can't clear out, my one bedroom apartment to
That's
make
a good
room
point.
for.
But also, there's also a lot of games like the Half-Life Alex. You're not actually moving around. You're just you could stay still and then still just play like you don't have to run. Like there's buttons.
Oh really?
There's buttons like you use the buttons
Yeah.
and they go there and you pick up weapons. So you're moving your hands, but you don't have to necessarily jump into the spot.
Well, I'll
We'll
probably
see.
buy it then. There you go.
The specs,
As long as
just
I
the,
don't have to move, then I'm
yeah, it's yeah.
as long as
They
that
took
is
away the
part of.
PlayStation Move, so now you
Yeah.
don't have the Move as well.
As long as I don't have to do
The specs. I just want to point out some of the specs because it is
Take a look.
the way it compares. Like if you look at the pixels per eye, like the PSVR2 2000 by 2040 per eye, and then like you look at things like the Oculus Quest is less than that. And then the Valve one is also less than that. The PlayStation
Ooh.
the PlayStation also refresh rate is up there. You got 120 hertz. That it matches up to all the others on the market as well. And then you have actual eye tracking, which the other ones don't have, and it's something new. The range that it can go, the audio, the cords. They all have cords, but this one now is down to one cord. So they really have. They've made it seems like they're really going for it.
They're
Which they
trying.
should. If you're
And
gonna do it right. It has to compete
Yeah.
against the
Yeah.
other on the market, or you just won't be anything.
Yeah, you can't do no shitty fucking
Yeah.
crap. Especially considering, they're Sony. Like they also are a brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've got a lot riding on, every decision they make.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's
Oh
your
well, we'll
PSVR
see.
2.
Maybe we'll be
See how it
playing
goes.
Horizon Zero Dawn with
Stay tuned for more news
Sammy
and
on.
such as release schedule and stuff for that. But,
Yeah, we'll keep following. We'll keep following the PlayStation VR because
absolutely.
I don't know. I gotta figure out when it's the best time to sell my other VR, buy my new one.
Good point.
Um, So yeah, so so I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
PlayStation is pretty exciting. What else are we talking about? What else?
Give me
Ooh,
one sec.
no, I got
I'll
it.
be
Yeah, the
I'll be
Street
right back.
Fighter.
Street Fighter 6. Yeah, give me one sec. I'll be
Yeah,
right
no,
back.
no.
Just gotta answer my door.
I'm writing. If anybody's following along on the snippets that I've been playing this, that I've been streaming, I now have a so I've upgraded the charger to the bristleborn or bristleback? Bristleback. Yes. I like the take it down a little bit better. And I'm sorry, I like the cannon design a little bit better. And they're all a little bit deeper. Yes,
settlement. Almost looks like a...
Not one more step. The Tenakth don't suffer outlanders in the Clanlands.
I was given rite of passage by Marshal Fashav. I'm not here to fight.
Hair like blood. This is the warrior who defeated Gruta, champion of the traitor Regala. Her life is not ours to take. You may enter, but mind our ways. You will be watched.
I'll keep that in mind.
My pig's just kicking in the back. Ooh, look at this. A new little base that I found. Oh, look at here. What's going on? New village. New village.
Hey, sorry.
Hello.
I am back.
Alright,
Someone at
sweet.
the door. Thank you guys. That, if you're watching and you saw that, that is the live version
What's
of our
going on here?
podcast.
Close
Yeah.
combat training.
Definitely will be editing that.
Fighting at long range
yeah.
is a good
How,
strategy.
how
for machines.
have you been since I left?
But fighting an enemy
I found a new village, and I'm
Nice.
fighting a new pit
I
boss
run the training pit here. in Scalding
Ooh,
Spear.
so
with
you,
a scalding
Only a few
spear.
outlanders have ever made it out
damn,
this
dude,
far west.
I love getting a
But from
bit
what
of
I've heard, you're a pretty
foresight
good
into
fighter.
what's coming up for
You
me.
can train here if you like, but you're only allowed.
This
to
was
stay
this
within
was
Blackstone
I'm
Pit.
going back to
Everything
hunt
else
some
stays with
stuff
me.
before I move
And
on
if
a
you're
little
looking
bit.
to test
So
your fighting skills,
I,
also
I went
offer
back through
challenges.
another wave,
Complete
and
all
it
of them,
took me
Okay.
through this
and you
village.
get to go up against me.
It's huge though.
What happens if I beat you?
I'll grant you a mark to prove you've mastered this training pit.
All right, yeah. So before I
If
took
you
off
earn
there, we
marks
were
from
going to
me and the
discuss
pit
Street
masters
Fighter
of the
6
bulwark
here.
before march,
That announcement
you'll
came
have the right
down.
to challenge the
So,
enjoyment.
are you a big fighting game dude?
Some kind of
Do you do the
Yeah,
fighters?
yeah. I've been mostly playing the Mortal
Enduring is a
Kombat.
legendary fighter.
Very good one.
the master
yeah,
of
11?
masters.
Yeah, and
Only
so I buy
those who
every
prove
single one of
themselves
those
in
that
pits
come
get to
through.
train with the enduring.
Did
I'll
you do
probably
the story?
including
yeah,
Outlanders?
yeah. I
Wasn't
love
that
the story.
amazing? Like how
If you can beat all the pit
beautiful
masters.
was
So,
that story and the
what will it be?
visuals and the actual
Should
storyline,
you
the
want to
acting?
practice or take
Why
on a
can't they
challenge?
do that in a
Just let
real
me know.
Mortal Kombat movie? Why can't Ed Boon and Tobias just be there together and be like, no, what we did with Mortal Kombat 11, that should be the movie. Yeah, I was blown away, dude.
That's
I was so
enough.
impressed with that.
You
Yeah,
have
there
more
was
training to complete still.
so yeah. No, I'm
See you
super
later.
excited. I like the Street Fighter.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fighting game that I started with, Street Fighter 2, back, a billion
Same.
years ago.
Boom, boom, boom. The World
So,
Warrior.
yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, same,
Yeah,
dude. When I
with
started playing
Reagan
as
telling
well.
you not to do drugs at the starting. Bam, 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 bam,
FBI
bam.
warning.
Yeah.
Winners don't use drugs. You
That's
got
what made the
blue
game
screen.
tough. I was like, whoa, fuck, does the FBI
I
know
couldn't
what you're
get
playing
past
as?
that boss. I kept losing to that drug boss.
It's the drugs. No, I'm super excited. I don't know why. Is there a thing? Is there?
So, what do you mean,
What's
like, with the announcement and
Yeah,
such?
is there a
Yeah.
big deal with the announcement? What's going on
The
with that?
problem, okay, so Capcom, I love you, Capcom.
You wanted to speak to me?
I love you. It hurts me to
The
say,
name's
but
Zalka.
Capcom's been in a bit of hot
Have you
water the
heard from
last
up
few
north?
years with,
From Bleeding Mark?
we'll
I'm
say,
guessing that's the
borrowing
place.
One of the
things from
desert's
other
villages.
resources
They send their
and
yield
not
of
giving
ash blood
credit,
so the
such
Bereka
as
over there can mark the skin
Resident
of our
Evil
soldiers. But it's been a long
7,
time since the last supply.
I think it was 7 or 4.
Too
No,
long.
Resident Evil 4.
If
Yeah.
you
They
think
lifted
something
a lot
happened to
of
me,
like
can't
their
you send someone
terrain,
to go
their
check?
walls. Like you
Word
could,
up to me.
like someone
But the
released a
capital's
book and
already
said
dealing
this is
with
how they stole my
machines,
artwork.
storms,
Oh,
and
They
okay.
literally
water
did.
rations.
They
No
stole
one
her
can be
artwork
spared.
for their backgrounds and such,
Yeah.
and didn't give her credit. And then from there,
My face paint will
like
strike fear in
now
your
there's a
enemies.
thing.
Take a look.
The announcement was they didn't show anything besides. Did you watch the little teaser thing? It's like 30 seconds, but it's Ryu.
A little bit,
It's
yeah.
Ryu and Luke, but then they have the symbol at the end, and it's SF6. You see it, and it's in that little six-sided, whatever. It's not an octagon, obviously, because that's 8. So sectagon. I don't know,
Yeah.
but either way,
Hexagon?
and it just says S and F. And then somebody comes out today. It's like an Adobe stock photo. And they just use that, and they kind of twist it. Like the F is kind of slanted, but it's the same thing. And they added a little tiny 6. Capcom, smarten up. Like, we want that old school Street Fighter logo, with the cool cartoonish writing, and it just says Street Fighter. Like don't change that part. So a lot of people, and then someone comes out and goes, "I created this image on Adobe like 10 years ago," and it's just a stock image, and it's like, come on. And because of the record, you're already going, Capcom stole that, or they're lazy for that. And the announcement wasn't that great. They didn't show us any footage besides Ryu. And
Yeah, what a weird, like, why so little, right? Like,
why so little? If you're gonna announce a game like that,
Yeah.
you need to come at us with some trailer, an actual trailer, I think. And plus, there was a Capcom leak back in 2019 2020. That released a lot of info that what Capcom was working on, so we knew about this. Obviously, they're working on Street Fighter 6 anyway. Like, we know that, but it's been 2 years. You should have put a trailer together for us to announce this. And they made a countdown timer on their website for the last 2 weeks for this.
You mentioned the village up
There
north
was a
sent some
countdown
supplies
timer.
to the capital.
Everybody's like, what are they
Ash
announcing? It's leading up to something.
It's
And
a crimson stone that
it
we grind into
coincided with
powder
the
for our
end
ink.
of the Street
Bleeding
Fighter
Mark has the largest supply.
Capcom Street Fighter.
Our soldiers there
tournament.
gather and deliver it to us.
So a
in
real
exchange
life
for their
tournament.
water
So that
rations.
the timer
Die
ended,
for water.
but they didn't go straight to the
Everyone
video.
in the clan
Waited
depends
and
on the
waited
wound
and
in the
waited
sand
at
for
1
their water.
second.
Capital
Or
and
1
outlying
minute
village alike.
because the tournament
last
wasn't over
delivery of
yet,
ash
so they
blood
tried to
was weeks
coincide
ago.
timing. Then as soon as
Our
the tournament
supply is
ended,
running
they
low.
played this thing.
So must be their water.
I was hyped. I'm super excited, but once you think about it, it's like they should have done more for the announcement.
If I'm out that way,
But
You
I'm
have
a
my
huge Street
thanks.
Fighter guy too, and I
That's
have Street
bleeding
Fighter
Mark.
5. I
As for
bought all your
Kentuck-
DLC. I bought all the seasons, the champion editions, all the fighters. I play online. I have a nice record online, and I really I give Street Fighter a lot of my love and attention. So I am still excited for Street Fighter 6, and I've been waiting years. But do better, Capcom.
That's kind of corporate. Like, they don't give a fuck, man.
They really don't, but they're showing it so nonchalantly, man. Like, they're not even trying. They're just lifting things from Adobe, here guys, here's our announcement.
What if though, we're all being negative, right? What if, what if it just, new bows? What if, they just, it just turns out that, it looks very similar to, you can't always...
True. Well, yeah.
I know the artwork thing you're talking about too, the one in the Gothic.
Yes.
And
all like the symbols and walls.
yeah, and I get you,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That was pretty decent. And
They
but there was
went into
another one that
detail.
was like a
Yeah.
house shingles, and I don't know. Those shingles looked pretty fucking average. Like I was like, I don't know with that one. So there's a couple of them where like I felt a
Understandable.
little.
Yeah. I get that, and I like to give them the benefit of the doubt. But this book, when what this lady went into, she dove into this and did overlays, and like, there's a lot that is straight up taken. And it's like, well, that's a
Yeah.
full symbol. Like, you
Return
can't
to me
deny
another
this,
time.
the pattern here on this wall, you know. And even the number 4 and the way the way they did the logo, which is just
Mm,
like a Street Fighter thing. So
mm,
already I'm like, I already believe her more than Capcom, just
oh
because
yeah.
they've been making a. But I get it. I don't want to be the negative person. I love Street Fighter. I'm excited for the game. I just
Yeah.
want gameplay, and
What do you think
I
they're
want
gonna
to.
do though? What do you think they're gonna do to
Yeah,
Street Fighter
that's the
that they've
biggest
got to
thing.
do
Right.
to
What do
like
they
make it
change? Right.
new? Yeah.
What is this new thing? Because we've been getting Street Fighter 5 updates for 5, 6 years now. And that had a rocky launch, and it
Did
was the
it? Was
first
it really? I thought it was.
really bad
Yeah.
because it was like they
The
didn't release a
balance?
full game. It wasn't ready.
Oh, okay.
The character wise, they didn't have enough characters. The balance, they had to release a lot of updates, a lot of over and over. The game turned into something amazing, and it's amazing now.
Hmm.
By the time they got to season 2, but it had a rocky launch, and they took a lot of heat for that, and we didn't know what characters were coming. They left out a lot of characters, and we're like, are we even going to get these? What is this? And it was the first game they announced PlayStation only exclusive for Street Fighter 5. So that was another interesting move. I'm okay with that because PlayStation all day.
Yeah.
But
Strange
yeah,
though. That.
so it makes me think about Street Fighter 6. Will that be PlayStation only as well? We'll see. Because they didn't
Yeah,
get Street Fighter
PlayStation
5.
gotta watch their making
Their properties
everything.
now.
Yeah, right. Because like, well,
Honestly, dude. Yeah.
now, the big bad guy owns one of them,
Right.
and they. I
Cool.
don't know.
That's
Do you
a
think? Do
big
you
one.
think? Do you think though? Like, do you think maybe because of all these like, do you think PlayStation will just become like a Japanese? Like, I don't know how many Japanese RPGs are mainlined uh,
Hmm.
on the Xbox, right? So maybe it'll just kind
Right.
of, maybe that'll be like maybe they'll just get because PlayStation's not going anywhere soon. So maybe PlayStation will just keep the single player, and it'll be okay that they don't
Hmm.
have they
They
don't
see
have.
it's worked for them.
Yeah.
This is Microsoft now is trying a new path. They're trying a new direction to attack, and that's by buying up these things. And PlayStation is losing out on a few games coming up, like that Starfield is one of them. That's a huge one that's been announced for a long time, but then you find out they're bought just before this game is released, and you realize, oh bam, that just makes that this is exclusive to Xbox now. So we did miss it. We're gonna miss out on a few things, but also we're not gonna miss out on other things like Call of Duty is still gonna be for PlayStation as well and things like that. But for how long? How many years? Like, I know they did say we're going to get up till 2024 release.
Hold on to this for
Call of
later.
Duty, but then after that, who knows what happens?
I think they'll still release the only Call of Duty that I've been playing in the last whatever has been like Call of Duty Vanguard, not Vanguard, sorry, Call of Duty.
What's that?
Oh, the
Warzone.
Warzone.
Is it Warzone?
Yeah, yeah, that's the only Call of Duty I've been playing. So and
Which
I
is
don't
cool.
think I don't think they're ever gonna get rid of that. So.
Well, they're not going to get rid of the Warzone, but they could. There's going to be some perks for being on Xbox going forward. For, you know what I mean? They may get things earlier. It might be a timed exclusive. Like PlayStation does a lot of timed exclusives with, such as their Final Fantasy VII remake and such, and other things. They get Microsoft, sorry, has been getting them a year later, which is a long time.
Yeah.
To be an exclusive on PlayStation, but maybe that'll be the case going forward, and it'll be Xbox first and things like that.
Yeah, just timed exclusive. The Xbox's pass is getting so tasty.
Oh,
Like
dude,
it's almost becoming
Sony's coming
dumb
out with
not to
something.
get it. Yeah,
They're
let's
coming out with
hope
something.
because
Yeah,
like that pass is getting like almost undeniable. Like it's like,
yeah,
dude, why not
it's
get
so
like
good. Day
yeah,
one stuff.
$14 a month or whatever. Then you get the PC pass too, which is like another.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and I've had to witness that a bit live because my roommate now has it for his PC,
Okay.
We don't do Xbox because even he's like, this is garbage Xbox. We tried the Xbox Ones. He bought them and he sold them quickly. But
Oh, really?
point being that PC pass now, and he like Forza Horizon, the new Horizons, like day one, he's playing it on PC. It's so beautiful, it's gorgeous. Halo, day one, the new Halo, like it's juicy. So Sony needs to do something, and I heard they have something under their sleeve that's gonna pop out soon. That it's like the worst hidden secret, but Sony needs to come out swinging with a competitor for that. Yeah.
That's the I'm actually kind of, that's the one thing that I'm kind of sad about, that there's no Halo on PlayStation. I kind of really want to play that, but I don't want to
Me
have to
too.
buy. That's the
Me
one
too.
game
Yeah.
that is just killing me. I really want to buy that, but
I'll just upgrade my PC if I have to, my laptop, and just
yeah,
play it that way.
there you
I
go.
won't buy Xbox. Fuck, like screw that. Going for it, I will never.
That's the hate is real.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, my enjoyment comes from PlayStation games, and it did for the last 10 years as far as story-driven single-player games for me. That's what gets me in the PlayStation Studio. It's been incredible and enough for me. So as long as that continues as well, and have that, but the value is what Xbox did with that pass.
Right? So you just want to play all of those games?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Street Fighter 6, hopefully this fall, we'll see. We need
Yeah.
more info. I need video. I want to know, like you said, what is the dynamic change that they couldn't just update Street Fighter 5 again? Like, what's the new look? And things like that. What have they changed drastically that they felt, okay, it's time to move on to another node?
Well, it's been, what was the last, it was, yeah, like 5 years ago, right? Or 6 years ago?
Yeah, about that.
I think they just need to, I think that's a good way to sell a full, like, I don't know, upgrade the...
Keep giving the updates.
Yeah, just give it an
has
updated
been.
graphics engine. I think you need to release at least one of those games per console generation, so it's good that it's coming.
Yeah.
It looks like
Agreed.
it's coming
That's
sooner
a good
rather
point.
than later, right?
That's a good
So
point. Yeah, and they'll probably
I
do
feel
the same
robbed
thing.
if I'm paying, like, I kind of feel robbed that I'm playing a fucking Mario Kart game for the Wii U. Like, you know what I mean? That was the big Nintendo Direct, that they're releasing a bunch of, you know, tracks for a game that, you know, came out on the Wii U. I was like, oh, gross. Like, come on. Give me a new game. Like, I don't care. Like, it just makes me feel like, oh, it was worth getting this system. I'm playing, you know what I mean? This is why I got a PS5. Is it coming from PS4 and PS Pro and that? Or is it...
So nothing announced yet, I don't believe,
No, okay.
console-wise. I would imagine they'll probably still do it, but you just don't know.
Yeah. It's weird when they just, like, just
It was
slowly...
a weird teaser. Yeah.
Yeah. And that Kylo Ren body.
Yeah. I'm
It
more
was like
about...
Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
Sexy
exactly.
Adam Driver.
It's
fucking
the
chest.
Adam Driver.
Yeah, fucking full-on man chest. I don't want to say he has boobies, but you know.
You know, underneath that suit.
Yeah, right.
I'm a big advocate for not knowing years in advance what's coming. Like, I hate that weight is there. I love announcement and then drop. That's what we need. That's what I'm missing again. I'm the last one to do that for GTA 5. They announced it and it was released that summer. And but you know, you hear about games now years and years away from like full development and release. Even movies are doing that. You know what movies now coming. Before you had to go to the movie theater, catch the preview, and then it's like coming this summer. It wasn't like, hey, Robert Pattinson's doing a Batman, it'll be released in 2030. And it's like, oh,
yeah.
Okay. Like,
I know, I'm like bored of the movies before they fucking come out.
Before they even get here.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, sweet.
So I think that goes for games now too a lot. And plus with all the delays you get now, it's even longer. So you waited that long time. And then just a few months out, it's like, oh, we have this added delay. Which, that brings me to a good point. I did edit it in the video that I released of us, but our first alpha there, test video. But the God of War I said was coming out in March, they announced the delay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
okay, so that's why you have to keep up with our show viewers, because
Yeah,
We-
if you're
we-
watching
we-
it, you would have saw the edited version. I did edit it properly, but yeah. And they didn't give a release date. They just said it'll be ready when it's ready now. So, there.
Oh wow, that's bad news though.
That's
That's
bad
really
news.
bad news.
Really bad
That's
news.
like a total like, what the fuck are we doing? Let's try something else.
Yeah, and they're
That's-
known for bad crunch, Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Studio. I watched their documentary on that last God of War, and the release, like, the whole time, everybody's so stressed because they're not going to hit that release date. And it's such a crunch time, and it's like, oh, that's brutal, man. Rockstar's bad for that, too.
You know the thing is like, you know what would get rid of crunch? Is if we got rid of physical releases for games.
True, yeah.
Right?
That's
So
good.
we
That's a good
only
point.
have, I mean, I guess, like, I mean, I guess, I don't know why it's not that, it's so crunchy because, like, you know, you can have add-ons now. Like, or updates, right?
Yeah, that is true. So, but then you're buying non-completed games.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
I
you're
hate
kind of
that
doing
part.
that anyways.
True.
Like,
But you know what? You know what else would help with crunch?
day one badge.
There's
Day
always a
one
day
ba-
one
day
patch,
one
right?
badge, yeah.
It's like they ship the game, it goes gold, and then they're like, we need a patch before you
Yeah.
do that game. So,
Wow.
but you know what I think a good fix for that is, and I was just saying it. Stop announcing the games until they're ready. Until the, you
Well,
know,
they need,
like,
but I mean, that's the whole, like, the investors, and they need to have the parties, and they need to, you know what I mean? That's the business side of it, right? They need to be like, what are our pre-orders looking like? Oh my god, I'm on top of a mountain. I'm on top of a mountain. They need
on
to.
top of the mountain.
I think that's just the shitty business part about it, man. You know what I mean? Where they're just like, well, we need to, you know, we need to get pre-orders up. We need to get people.
But I think when
buying
it comes to games like God of War and Horizons and those types of Street Fighter, those types of games, they can do without that really super years and years early announcement. I don't think those need it. You're gonna get those audience. You have them already. You know the game's gonna sell millions and millions of copies out the gate. But yeah, I understand what you mean too. But yeah,
Right? It's
Street Fighter
like-
6.
People that don't, yeah. I'm excited. Well, let's have a Street Fighter tournament. We'll have a mini
Oh,
versus
buddy.
me.
We
I'm
have
sure I'll
to do
lose,
that.
but you know, I like playing.
We have to
Story
do
of my
that.
life. Let's see. So that's exciting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like Street Fighter. I love the characters. Grew up with them and everything. Am I super excited? Is about a new Street Fighter? Yeah, I mean, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're really gonna have to do something to like make me go, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. To really
Like,
grab you.
yeah, like, I don't know, fix some of the fluidity. I don't know. Like, I noticed
Which is
the
what
character-
they should have shown in this teaser. Like, that should have been shown in the trailer so we had those kind of things to be more excited about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ryu kind of looks like Batista. Fucking thick, man. Too thick. I mean, I like Ray, but like, I thought he was a little bit nimbler. He's supposed to be an Asian man. He's supposed to be
Yeah.
Chinese.
Yeah.
He's not a white
that's right.
person. Ken's the white dude. And his,
Right, he's supposed to be Japanese or something.
yeah, he's supposed
Yeah.
to be Japanese.
Yeah, so you're right. It's like, we kind of thrown that out the window. Totally, man.
I find that kind of funny, but I don't know.
That
Who
is-
knows?
that
Who
is
knows?
funny.
I don't think anybody knows any of this stuff.
spotted me.
I think we all just make it up as we go along. But no, exciting. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. But had a Street Fighter game come out in 2 more years, I probably would have noticed. When do you think it's coming out?
I'm thinking this fall.
Yeah, that soon.
Yeah. They said in the trailer more than this summer, like a month. And then I'm thinking and then it'll get delayed. And then,
Well, they can't blame COVID anymore,
it's true.
or maybe they can.
I think
Maybe
they can blame
COVID comes
COVID
out.
for quite a bit. Yeah, they'll come up with this is the
Okay.
review variant.
So that's cool. So that's very exciting. I'm excited for Final Fantasy. What is our next?
I say we talk about that Call of Duty delay, which is that's something I was not expecting ever to happen.
Really? Yeah, I mean,
you're just so used to these yearly releases. So to me,
yeah, I mean, I don't think we're missing out on anything. I think maybe.
no, me either.
I think
Me either.
maybe we could wait a year and maybe look at R&D or Call of Duty a little bit better.
Hey, if anybody knows me, I don't like Call of Duty. No, I haven't bought a Call of Duty since Call of Duty Ghosts. Like that early PlayStation 4, I think was the first one. But after that, I just got annoyed with they focus too much on the online part of it.
Really helps.
But I just mean overall the thought of, man, I haven't heard of a Call of Duty not being released each year, and like it hasn't. They've been releasing them steady since 2005 every year, and I was like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just stopped. I just like it felt like if I didn't train at playing that game, I wasn't going to be very good at it, and so I don't know. I played Warzone the other weekend with some buddies, and we got first twice in a row, so it felt pretty good on one of the maps. So I was like, yeah, it's been okay. I've gotten better at running away from enemies, not so much actually shooting them, but just like not getting shot.
Yeah.
And being able to stay alive for my team. So
that's an important trait to have.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I'm not a very good shot, but I'm really good at not getting shot. So I kept everybody alive, and it was good. But yeah, that's right sucks.
Now. Well, there is a bit of back and forth as far as I'll push pause on this so I can read the update. There is an update on that article. So Activision has reached out and they said that regarding their delay to 2024, but they didn't specifically say that they didn't debunk it. They just said we have an exciting slate of premium and free-to-play Call of Duty experiences coming this year, next year, and beyond. We look forward to sharing more details, but this does come from a pretty reliable, like this is from actual Bloomberg sources from actual calls saying that Vanguard, I think they're just covering their asses because Vanguard did poorly for them.
Oh, really?
They really want to shift focus, and they're saying and the release of Battlefield 2042 may have affected sales of Vanguard. You cannot blame that game for anything because that game has been nothing but a complete failure, and the people that have been dropping off of that game, you can't use Vanguard to say it to anybody.
That's nuts.
Yeah, but they haven't specifically said that. But the report's out there. I think they're going to announce it soon that it is delayed. They'll give an official announcement.
Yeah, Battlefield. I see videos of that game. And it just like.
How do you screw up something so bad that you've been releasing so much for so many years? Like, it should never be less value. You should never take things away.
Yeah,
things that
is
work.
Is it too expensive to create video games for the price that they want to? Is that the problem? Maybe. Is that like, it's just
Fair
like
point.
They can't churn a profit for how much like $80 game just isn't enough money? Because, I don't know, like, Warzone's free and they can make money. Like, how come Battlefield can't make money? Like, why?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I'm
point.
okay to make money that way if you want. You know what I mean? If you have content for free, like you can buy all the weapon skins and all that shit. And some of them I was tempted to buy. I haven't bought anything yet, but you know what I mean? That's a great way to make money. And their game, for the most part, although constantly being hacked. Every time you log in, you have to get your fucking cheat software upgraded because it's like constantly being hacked by like every crypto mining computer. I think that's what crypto computers do. They just figure out how to hack Call of Duty Warzone because every single time you log in, it's like, oh, update necessary.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's funny, and that's also a fair point. We live in a different world these days, and a lot of that is from that. Call of Duty really is cracking down, though, I hear, on a lot of that. And they seem to have a okay system with getting the cheaters out
Oh, right on.
and banning them and such, but. Again, we'll see. I think the people will be okay because we have that free-to-play Warzone, and they're saying they're gonna. I'm sure they'll be releasing content for that throughout the year, seasons. Like we're in a different world where you don't have to release a physical new game all the time. You can just update the one that's out,
Yeah.
like they do with Destiny and like they did with Street Fighter that we were just talking about. That's okay as long as that content feels all new all the time and it's updated and it's upgraded. I love Destiny updates. Speaking of Destiny updates, tomorrow's the day we get the Witch. Today it was released. Destiny 2's expansion. But that feels like a full game, so I'm okay with that. But hey, do we really care about a new campaign, one player for Call of Duty? Nah, I don't think we can buy it.
Oh, I
Call
got
of
you,
Duty.
fucker. Yes,
They
I think if you keep updating Call of Duty, people will be happy with it. I don't think they're.
I think so too.
As long as you
Warzone
give more
was time
time. Yeah.
As long as you keep updating.
Yeah, but it is. I was kind of excited to get into a Battlefield this year. I don't know why, but I was like, no, I kind of want to give it a try. And to see it just kind of shit the bed so bad, kind of stuff. It's such like a legacy series too, you know, like so weird that like.
It's so weird. The trajectory was going up, up, up. The games were getting better. They were doing cool things. I love the destruction in those games to buildings and things, and then they just threw all that away.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
An incomplete. The maps are so big you can't. And now, especially with everyone dropping off and playing it, you can't find people. It's so empty and desolate. You can't destroy things like you used to. Like, what were they thinking with this? What?
Maybe they wanted it to play on a cell phone. No, I'm not kidding. Like maybe that's what it was. Maybe they were trying to. No, it's a funny thought. I don't take any offense. But no, right? Maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe they wanted it to be, or maybe they still want it to be. You know, I think gaming on the phone, I like gaming on the phone, but when it comes to like such an intense game like that just kind of saps your battery.
It's a AAA title.
Yeah.
That you should be more focused on the console, and then you do a port like they did with Call of Duty on the phone. But
yeah.
The main, it's like what Konami did. They completely gave up on consoles and PCs, and now just focus on mobile gaming. And that was such a bad. That left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Even Hideo Kojima, the way he got booted out of Konami, in their studios. And it's weird. You have this history with Metal Gear and other things, and then you just I understand the future could that's a big move for a company going. There's more value they think, but focus on the big one and then port it to mobile.
As long as my favorite IPs don't get fucked up too much, I mean, I kind of close my eyes and plug my ears when I see everything that SquareSoft does, because they're like a weird yin and yang company where I love the things they make, but then there's also they have all these fucking Final Fantasy games that are just look like just want to steal your money.
Yeah, it's true. They're another one where they're teetering. Half and half,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, man. I didn't like the Avengers game at all.
Dude, that was crazy. But the worst thing about it is that, as we talked about before, the fucking, Guardians of the Galaxy, their game was so good. So, what's going on?
I think that was a case of, oh crap, where they screwed up here with Avengers, and they went and they it's a way, I think they took a deep look back at themselves and was like, what can we do quickly to turn this around? And they did it quick. That Guardians of the Galaxy came out fast from the announcement. I think there's the way to do it. That's what I was mentioning earlier. I don't need to know years in advance for the Guardians of the Galaxy game. announce it at E3, release it within the same year.
Yeah, that's true. That was
with
kind of
that,
nice
and the
about
game
that.
was good. The game was really good, and it was a single-player campaign, and that's where my heart lies. Anyway, it wasn't so focused on get your team and everybody plays a different guardian and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it would be cool. Speaking of like, I don't know, this is kind of off at a tangent, but speaking of multiplayer, like, I don't know why they couldn't have had a co-op. Like, why they've forgotten about co-op. Like, Horizon Zero Dawn would have been a fucking great Horizon Forbidden West. Sorry, would have been a great game to have co-op. Why not have co-op in this game?
I agree.
Why not?
That could be cool.
Why
I
not?
think that
Taking
would
out
be
a
really
dinosaur
cool.
together, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, why? I really hope that's at least thought
I
about
wonder if that's
future.
in the future. Yeah, I
Yeah,
wonder.
that'd be $1 million
Something to think
idea.
about. Guerrilla Games. Get on it.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh crap! I just got destroyed from behind, and I'm not talking in like a porno. This these damn robots.
Damn dirty
Critical
robot.
strike.
Cool. Well, so I have an article, kind of a funny one. I guess this is kind of it, right? Last one.
Yeah.
Last topic of the night. Yeah, baby. Father loses $20,000 from his daughter playing Genshin Impact. He ends up getting it back.
Yeah, that's
But
funny.
oh my god, $20,000. That man, all our stories tonight have been like perfectly melded into each other. I think.
Yeah,
the
I like it.
was.
I like it. Go ahead. Buddy.
So this last one, yeah. So I guess she got on there and she spent $20,000 via credit card. And
Wild.
yeah.
I just, you know what I did when I heard that news? I went and downloaded that game. Well, they have it. It's for free on PlayStation now as well. And I heard good things about it. It's actually got good reviews and stuff. So I did download it. I haven't played it yet, but
What, Genshin Impact?
there is a Genshin I did. Let's see if I'm. Yeah, I hope I'm not getting that mistaken. But let's see. Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, Genshin Impact. It's free on PlayStation now, so I grabbed it. And
No,
but I
don't.
haven't dove
What are you
into it yet.
doing?
No, dude, have you seen the
So
reviews, like the
gross.
gameplay? Really?
No, yeah,
Maybe-
dude,
maybe
I
it
won't.
could
I won't be part of that. I think that game, like the guys that made that game. Well, I know that Raid Shadow Legends are made by one of the largest gambling companies in the United States. Interesting
Yeah.
fact, you didn't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't. Those gotcha games, I can't.
Well,
I'm afraid that I'll get addicted.
I understand what you mean. Yeah, no, that's
Because I
fair.
want to play it to the
Fair
fullest,
point.
right? And you can't,
Yeah.
like, you really can't.
Well,
so,
is the
like-
console version? I think the console version is a bit different than the mobile version that this woman spent all that money on. This girl or whatever.
No, it's all the same. It's all the same.
it?
It's like, yeah, that's the thing about it. Is it's
Another thing too. This is not a child that bought this. This was like an 18-year-old girl or something, right? I believe in the article. I'm like, they should know better than spending all that money from your
Yeah.
dad's credit card. This is an adult. Well, I guess legally speaking, but not mentally speaking. But yeah. Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. I thought it was a different game console. Like I thought the mobile version was more of a cash grab. But I mean, like, I haven't played it. I didn't pay anything for it. I just looked at the reviews, and it did get a lot of praise. But I understand. I like the style of game. I like it's a fast JRPG style.
No, it's totally awesome. Like, I'm not saying anything about like
Oh, I see
the
what
problem
you
with
mean.
this. Like, I agree, but like,
It's the
it's the
business
kind of
aspect
game
of
like
it.
heroin is a good time.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Good-
heroin is
good
a good
point.
time. Cigarettes, awesome. I love them. Drinking to
Same.
near blackness, I love that as well.
Yeah. Okay, I understand what you mean now.
It's
That's
like
a
one
good
of those.
point.
It just kind of, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a fake, I guess. I don't know. Like, you have to pay for stuff. So like,
Right.
it you have to pay to play the game. Like, it's not
Right.
a free, like, it's
And
not
then
like
you're
you have to.
chasing the dragon for the rest
Yeah,
of the time.
yeah. And it's kind of
Okay.
like GTA, the same thing that we're having problems with GTA, right? GTA
Right.
5, which I think is now going to be available on PS Plus. GTA 5, the same thing we had in the online. It always felt like we just didn't have enough money. You know what I mean? That we just like, oh, let's throw, like, always felt like I just wanted to throw
Going
some
down.
money into,
You're
you
right.
know, unlock something or whatever, right?
Yep.
So like
That's
that's
true,
that's
because
the
that's all I
same
wanted to
thing.
do was start those Dr. Dre missions, and I still
Yeah.
wasn't able to do it after days and days. And then when I look up what it costs to buy money, fake money with real money, they're out of their minds. They're out of their
Yeah.
minds. They're literally out of their minds. Yeah.
But they aren't because they've made a billion
I
cajillion
Hey,
dollars. So
there's a lot of idiots in this world.
yeah,
I'm not saying that there's not an audience for that. I'm just
yeah,
saying, to me, you're out of your goddamn mind, Rockstar.
I
But
know. But I
I
mean, like,
get
what
what you
is your
mean.
time worth, right? Like,
I get it.
it depends. If you played as a life simulator, right? Like,
Well, hey,
what is too much?
I
Nothing.
just make the missions easier to access so I can grind it out and get that money. I have no problem gaming for it.
Yeah,
I just don't want to pay real money for it. I already bought the game, so give me access to grinding it out. Don't make that part so hard that it's like I can't even do it. That I have to turn to buying it with real
I think
money
you
in
just need
order
to
to
play
enjoy it.
more. I think you need to
Yeah,
play
but you
more
can't
and more
if
and
you
more.
can't. It's true. Yeah, you're right. You just have to do a lot more of maybe the
Yeah,
single
I
missions
think
and
we just
such.
didn't play enough. Which
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're like, cause I played this shit. I mean, I don't know. I played Red Dead Redemption 2, so
I can
I
get
don't
it
know
for my
what to
stash
Right.
say
later.
from that, but so,
Which
yeah.
I haven't done yet.
No, the online's fun. Online is fun,
Yeah.
but I
We'll
played
try
all of
that
it.
out one day, guys. We'll try that
Yeah,
out,
one day
guys.
we'll
Stick
play.
around.
Maybe when a new update comes out.
We're
Maybe when
just
they
so
release the Red Dead
Horizon
Redemption.
and yeah, are they releasing some new Red Dead stuff?
Maybe they'll release. I don't know what their plans are for this. I
Plan
mean,
is
I
okay.
don't know how much little money they made from Red Dead Redemption, right? So that's all based off. Yeah, so another kid, but I mean that's the kid stealing the credit card. That's kind of like it's another story. $20,000 is
Did
a
she
lot.
steal
The
it or
reason
is
it's
it
not
just
like it,
on the phone, right? Like, because my card isn't connected to my phone like Google Pay
yeah,
if I want to purchase things, but I
yeah,
do have to use ID, like, which she could have access to because it's her dad.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, kids notice different than their parents.
and she's 18. I don't know if we call her a kid as much as she should know better than this.
Yeah, I mean, I think like
I'm in
it's
a
weird
huge
because if
battle
it was
right
just
now. I just got ambushed.
oh
Sorry.
really?
Go ahead. Oh,
It's fuck awkward. It'd be simple. It'd be simple if it was as honest as like, oh, it's a game that asks you for money, and sometimes you know some people get carried away. No, like literally, they're trying to get your money. You know what I mean? Like they're actively using every single, every single psychological technique that
mm,
psychology
yes.
and focus
Yeah.
testing and
Yeah.
psychiatry and Freud and
Yeah.
fucking Dr.
When they
Love
actually
and
start using these tactics, you understand. I get what you mean
you know what I mean?
100%. It's
So
like
it's
they're
like
not out there to make the enjoyment better for us. They're out there like a TV ad. How do
yeah.
we, type of thing. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's
So like
true.
I mean they are
It's a
making a
business.
game because they're making like I mean I Horizon Forbidden West I hope a lot of the people who make it feel like they're expressing themselves through art. And
Yeah.
people might be doing that as well through Impact. But
Hmm.
they're using that art to really hypnotize
Right. Right.
people into spending just way too much money on
And that's when it's a bit evil, eh? Like
yeah,
it
like
feels evil now. It doesn't feel like a good time any. You just opened my eyes to a few things there.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
that's I mean it's just and that's where like to me it feels like tainted. Like I stay away
Yeah,
from those
that
games
feels
like
dirty now.
yeah,
Okay, get it.
one of my best buds, he got Genshin Impact, and I was like, oh yeah, and I kind of I don't know, not warned him, but I was like, oh, so, and I think he stopped playing because he just got sick of being asked for money constantly, because they're fucking
Yeah,
like it's honestly like they have those. They're like the casino. It's like a casino,
Yeah.
but if the casinos came for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you usually
And
have to
that's
go
what
to a
mobile
casino.
and that's what mobile games are these days, because it's like, hey, pay this to get this or watch this ad right now. You know what I mean? There's that aspect too, and I hate that. It's
Oh,
like
really?
you feel gross because you have to watch ads to move forward. Like, what is that? Come on, guys.
Well, I
Like
mean, they have to
EA.
pay. They have to pay the ones in the games are fucking gross.
That's
The
what I
fact
mean.
that
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's nuts that they put ads in sports games when
Oh.
they put
Like,
the
you see that EA
Old
loading
Spice.
screens, remember, or 2K yeah, they used their loading screens on 2K for basketball. Used
Yeah.
to be commercials, like, and it's like, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, yeah, I totally get that.
Okay, well, I think great show
Great show, buddy.
for tonight. We covered the
Loved it.
VR headset. We covered
Yes.
Modern Warfare, maybe not coming up this year. Street
Yeah.
Fighter.
Street Fighter
I'm not
6.
doing them in any particular order, sadly, but
Yeah, no, all good, buddy.
Street
That's
Fighter
great.
6. What else are we talking about tonight?
What did we get into there? We
The
also dove on some tangents as well. We got into VR deep talk. We got into marketing now in games as well there a little bit.
we always get pretty deep in our and the $20,000 and
Yes, we
the
just
$20,000 lady that
is playing dumb so they can get their money back. Which
yeah,
they will.
well, that's. I mean, it just take away her items, and then how does money work now when you can take money from the economy, $20,000, and then buy a sword or a bow or a dress?
What is that? This
for,
is a meta
for
world
a
that
character,
is blowing my mind. Like,
right?
what is that shit? Come on. Oh,
Like, how does that? How does
you shouldn't
money
even be
gonna
allowed
work?
to do that, right? You know, like that option shouldn't be there.
It's crazy though. It's crazy. Like, how can money be a thing if it can just become if we can buy nothing with it, right? Like, money was created to. I guess that's maybe that's a deeper episode.
Yeah. Join us on our conspiracy channel.
Yeah.
We'll discuss money and
the
pyramids and aliens.
Yeah. the fucking Aztecs and the Freemasons. Yeah,
All
if we
right,
want to go
buddy.
full Joe Rogan. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Have a good night. I'm Adam Zed.
I'm JR.
And this is Zed
See you guys.
Gaming.
Till next time.